with our buddy Hotancold. Oh, he's back. Okay, I was told it was Nyx, but so be it. I guess you're all in the same house, so it doesn't really matter, does it? How are you, man? Congratulations again on the victory. That was a runaway game, to say the least.
Yeah, I think we had a good attack side, obviously, that kind of translated into them kind of being off their game on defense, I think. Just kind of ran away with it after that.
Now, a question just looking at things from the outside. Was there any change in terms of strategy and thought compared to last week when you played 92 Dream Team, now Luminosity, and losing to them compared to your match now versus Rogue? Did you change anything? Do you think about it in a certain way?
No, I don't. We obviously, when we didn't change anything, we had a really bad day. Nothing. I mean, they played amazing that game, 92. Now Luminosity, congrats to them. I think we had a couple struggles coming on the team with Hyper, and I think we're slowly getting out of it. I think it showed today.
Oh yes, definitely. Now the whole team was pretty much on fire, but you were given a lot of time to prepare for your assaults on every single site on your attacking side. Were you afraid at any point that this was to lure you into roam play or any sort of flanks later on in the round? And how did you deal with it later on once that appeared to be the strategy from Rogue?
Are you talking about with the Vigil?
Yes,
Vigil roam?
But at first, before they actually ran the Vigil, and later when they did.
Rogue's always been a semi-aggressive team, so we expected some Vigil play from them. We tried to do a server rush when we knew they were roaming, and I think it was Vert on the Vigil got the better of us. But other than that, we knew it was coming, we just handled it wrong.
It was very straightforward, to be completely honest. Like, we're trying to look for some details in there, but what really was the thought behind going for the run out in the very last round? Was it just to try and, like, come on, like as they say, tilt them off the face of the planet, or was it more of a clear, concise strategy, or maybe just a try? I really don't know what to say, to be honest.
It's hard, when it's this much, and I feel like this Pro League season already, across all the regions, has been landslide after landslide, just huge sweeps. Now it's not over yet. Rogue can make a huge comeback.
Oh boy.
That's not going to help. That was a worthwhile trade, especially if those pests were already set up. Yes, he won't be able to.
No, we weren't trying to tilt him. It's just like when you're down 6-2 and it's match point, you're not really thinking about spawn peaks half the time. Like he wasn't even looking nowhere near me. So it's like the best time to try that aggressive stuff. And we have rounds to play with. We just thought we'd do it.
It ended up working very well for you. There was one play from Nyx. This is the last point, I guess. Nyx enters open area and finds 3 kills for free in specifically round number 5 when you're still on the attack. He was playing the IQ in there. Was there any drone to give him information on players in there? Was he walking in solo, droning for himself? How was it when you were looking at it from your perspective as a teammate?
I think that was one of the highlights. He was one of the first on NA to bring Caveira, for example. That was on Cafe, so really excellent plays there. Just proving his skills roamer. Nyx, though, with an early kill in Slash, so roam play not going to happen there. Gets a 2 for not looking good at all this round here. Nyx, one of the newer... Right?
Of course, that's how it works.
That's right.
So, Nyx will come in again at open area, and a bit of damage done here to the mute on the rotation. Just a pure random pre-fire and a headshot.
That's 3 from this one position.
They are
like within a 1 foot radius of movement.
Yeah, we knew what they were doing. I had a drone that I was just sitting on, like literally off spawn, so he took it. I called that they had to rotate, killed the first guy, killed the second guy. Then after that, that's all him. He's just playing off of his own info.
This is something that honestly is very impressive with Dark Zero. The team as a whole just seems to be able to capitalize on information better than really most people in Pro League. And this is something that's very impressive to watch. And that game is definitely the case. There was nothing that Rogue really was able to do throughout the whole matchup. That said, again, congratulations on your match. That was a 101 of how you play any of these sorts of things and strategies and setups. But anything you'd like to say to the Dark Zero fans out there?
Just want to say thank you to all the fans. Love you guys. And sorry that we've been struggling lately. We're going to try and, stop that, obviously. And thank you very much.
All right. Well, Hotancold, congratulations again on your victory. We'll hope to see you later on in the week for your second matchup of this one.
All right.
Good night.
Have a good one, Milosh.
Bye-bye. Ahmad, good evening, Habibi. How are you?
Doing very well. Good evening.
Well, excellent game from the entire team, but specifically from yourself. It was kind of tough in the beginning for you guys playing against TSM. Was there anything in their playstyle that kind of seemed difficult for you to crack?
Nothing really felt like out of line or difficult. They did catch us off guard a couple of rounds, especially that one round when they went tellers and they hit in stock and we missed round. But outside of that, it was pretty standard. They did a basement roam, which we've run into before. It was nothing new. I wouldn't say there was anything surprising.
Okay. Well, Peter is having fun in the back, isn't he? As usual. Oh, there we go. Oh. All right. Well, ton of fun. I get distracted by pets all the time. So, in terms of genuine plays, the Habana is not usually an operator that you'd see really playing on the outside of the map, on the rappel. Was there a reason to really run it in that way, or was there any utility or walls where you're trying to snipe from that distance with the operator?
So there was no specific reason we went Habana for their other sites other than their basement. We picked it as a safety op just in case we needed it for hard breach. The thing is, the role I play on the outside, on the outskirts for repels and watching lobby, you can do it with any op, so as long as they have an ACOG. Ultimately, you're watching flank. There was no specific walls other than the E3 walls that we wanted to get, but that was just for purely for pressure.
And the one round also when you had Canadian running the Monty that walked up Spiral, was that just a strategy that you wanted to throw out there to really have an extra wrench in the cogs of TSM, or how was it planned out? Because at that point we were also seeing a lot of pressure from TSM from the elevator itself.
We actually picked a Monty for a different site. We picked Monty for basement, and they went CEO, which kind of worked out for us because we do have a CEO take with Montaigne. And it worked out ultimately because they played it super passive, and if you give enough control for the Montaigne going up Spiral and stuff like that, it creates an insane amount of pressure that is hard to take back. But that was the reason we picked Montaigne. It was not really for a certain strat other than lower.
It wasn't really prepared, but it worked up anyways.
No.
I mean, it's not the first time. It's a very much OG strategy from back in the days, and it will continue to work as time will continue to prove it. But congratulations again on your victory, Ahmad. Anything you'd like to say to all the EG fans out there?
We appreciate it, and thank you for sticking with us through our highs and lows.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll see you another grand final at some point in time. We'll see a victory maybe one day. Thank you very much for that, Ahmad. We'll see you next time. It's only in a few days, and you'll be playing against Dark Zero, so that's a game to definitely be excited about. Good night.
Have a good.
Thank you for cutting off Emzo, but what's up, Davide? How are you doing, man?
I'm great. I'm Milosh. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I haven't spoken to you in quite a while, but congratulations on the victory. I hope the escape room was very fun as well, and that next time you'll listen to Fuya. So
that was as exciting.
But a few things that we'd like to ask, and I'll start off with something that Emzo was really curious about.
That was the most aggravating game ever.
I can hear him in the back, but fair enough. It was a very aggravating game, wasn't it? But
yeah, it was.
A question about the Mozzie. How effective was the Mozzie from Laxing? Was he able to catch a few drones here and there, or was it mostly just stop drones from entering certain positions?
We were using it more to stop drones, which it kind of like did its job. And yeah, I don't know. I honestly wasn't paying attention if he caught a drone or not. I was just getting call-outs. Everyone was getting call-outs, so that's it.
Was Caveira the play?
Yeah, of course it was. I got smoked on White Stairs by Fultz. He's like the best player alive, so what else could I do?
Fair enough. I mean, you were trying to bait him into the hallway where you had a teammate as well in the elevators. It got pretty close, but didn't really work out too well.
I didn't hear him go down White Stairs, so that's why I ran out, not looking that way, so that's it.
Can switch between everything.
He's going to get to stepping now that he's getting tracked. He's just going to send him on a wild goose chase downstairs if he's smart about it and then come up at the right moment. But he's waiting. It's him versus Foltz.
Oh. There's also Laxing watching right by the elevator shaft. So Fox is using this also as a bit of a
Foltz.
distraction. Oh, Foltz right into him. How did you not see him, Fox?
If nothing else, at least it burned up.
Fair enough. When it got to 6-5, were you expecting this to tie?
I mean, the thought definitely went into my head, like, oh my god, we're gonna tie again. Like, SSG is known for tying. I'm happy it didn't tie, and I'm happy we also won. But I gotta say, I feel like it's those SSG videos. Like, they gotta stop it. Like, those videos, I feel like jinxes the team. They always put it, and it's always like hyping them up. I feel like the players don't even like it that much, but I don't know. I'm not on the team, so who knows?
A bit of shade here and there definitely helps in this summer heat, doesn't it, Fox?
No shade towards the players. I love those guys. Like, Foltz has been doing great, so shout out to him and the rest of the team. I'm just saying the org itself.
Those videos, they had a pretty great time, but sometimes, especially with a lot of these ties, they don't really fit the bill, I guess. Nowadays. But, you know, you being able to beat EG is definitely something that's going to worry EG later on in the season. Tying to Rogue is something that can definitely be recovered from. But beating SSG so close, do you expect SSG in the second half maybe to have certain change that can affect you? It's 7-5. It's still something you need to watch out for, and Reciprocity wasn't able to qualify for LAN last time because of these tiny, minute differences.
Yeah, I mean, I think we are our biggest downfall, and I think Necrox said it best on LAN. We're tired of losing, but I don't know. I mean, I think SSG and us we're kind of always in EG and Rogue Shadow. So now that we're actually doing well and like beating them, I don't know. I think it's going to be very close. The first season, whoever beats who doesn't really matter. I think it's just who can get the most points. The second half is going to be a lot closer to, because then it actually matters, like for the tiebreaker and all that.
It really the second half, when everything gets put into perspective and you need to understand, like, okay, well, we're literally counting every single point to see where we can win, where we can scrape something to move along and qualifying, especially since this time the finals are in Japan, and I'm pretty sure everybody wants to go to Japan.
100%.
Sure. 100%.
Yeah.
Is everybody going to turn into a weeb here? Are you already a weeaboo and we didn't know about that yet, Davide?
Nah, I don't watch anime. I don't do that.
Good. That's a good thing. We'll make sure to take Suzaku with us to Japan then.
Yeah.
Anything though, at the end of the day here, as the trains are starting to work, it's getting pretty early. Anything you'd like to say to the Reciprocity fans after your very close victory against Space Station?
Yeah, thanks everyone for supporting us. We got a lot of new fans based off of how we played last season. Shout out to Rec. You know, now that we're in the house again, I think it's a lot better synergy between the team. We're trying to make this our season, and I don't know, shout out to Foltz and Merc. Those are kind of my boys, and they've been playing really well this season, so good job on them. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, thank you very much.
Also,
yes.
My bad. I'm going to let you finish, but
please.
Sky's had the best support day of in my opinion, ever. So huge shout out to him too for taking that role today.
All right, thank you, Skies. Thank you very much. So again, thank you for contacting us from your wonderful 17th century manor, as I can tell, at least for the decoration in the house. And next time, hopefully, we'll see you on the interview again. So, good night, Davide. See you later.
Good morning.
Thank you.